that you've been part of the Lighthouse food pantry ministry, doing prayer there for, actually not sure, a year and a half?
About 2 years.
Okay, all right. So you're there weekly.
Yes.
You go on Thursdays. You lead all the volunteers, I mean, in terms of scheduling, you know who all's going.
Right.
Yeah. So what exactly happens at the food pantry? Like, it's a prayer ministry, but what happens? What do you guys do?
We, when they come in to shop for their food items, we're the very last stop.
Okay.
And what we do is we'll ask if we can pray with them. And sometimes they'll say no, or sometimes they'll say, I'm good.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they will allow us to pray with them.
Yeah. So in the repeat people who come through, you've been doing it 2 years, I'm sure you see familiar faces. Do you ever have really cool interactions, cool stories of how God's working or using prayer in these people's lives?
Right. I tell you what, we record their prayer requests, we print them out, and we're able to follow up. Chuck is very good on asking how certain things are developing as a result of. He remembers the prayer request. Nora's very good at that, likewise. And so we'll see answer to prayer, or we'll see a continual development that certain things need to happen, or whatever that way. Mm-hmm. But it's really neat to see, to be kind of involved in their lives. You know, we'll see everything as far as being their requests, what they want us to pray for.
Yeah, you shared with me earlier, but so share with me again the story of this person who came and had a cool story for, our church to hear. That's the whole point. We want other people to hear the cool story.
Well, the backstory is, when I started, there was a lady that came through that looked exactly like a pastor friend of mine, his mother. And so the first time she came through, I texted him real quick after she left and said, your mom just came through. The thing is, his mother died at least 4 or 5 years ago. So every week when this lady comes through, I'll let Pastor Hill know that his mom came through. Well, this past Thursday, he preempted me by saying, make sure you say hello to my mother when she comes through. And so Janet is her name, and she comes through all the time, and we pray with her. And her continual request has been, through the number of times that we prayed with her, pray for my daughter. She has addiction issues. And so Janelle, we came to know that, and we've been praying consistently for Janelle. You know, that lady by the name of Janet, she came in and she made a beeline to us. We're the last stop usually. Instead of going through, she made a beeline to us. And she said, my daughter Janelle is here today. Now, what she's been saying all along since she's been coming through is, pray for my daughter, pray for my daughter, pray for my daughter. She has addiction issues, etc. And so today she said, my daughter's here with me. And so we're anticipating that somewhere along the way, she never told us who her daughter was or what she looked like or anything like that. So she came through, we prayed with her. She didn't say anything about her daughter. And I think a few people later, this young lady came through, and just a thin thing with a hoodie. And somehow I got the idea that she was Janet's daughter. And so, but I didn't know, are you the one that I didn't know how to approach that.
Yeah. So
as she passed through, we prayed with her actually, and she was almost on the way out. Well, what was not included in that was Nora, and Nora was praying with somebody else at the time. And so when Janelle went through and was about ready to go out, Nora came over to me. She said, did you see Janelle yet? I said, she's right there. And what do you know, Nora just about dropped everything and ran over to Janelle and just gave her a big hug and let her know that we were praying for her.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the Lighthouse Ministry is all about. We are establishing relationships with folks, and for Janet, the mother, to make a beeline to us kind of telling us that Janelle's here today, that person that you prayed for. I think that's what it's all about. So
Yeah, yeah.